How's everybody doing tonight? I'm going to say hello to you guys over here, and we are live on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. And down here, we are live on Instagram Live. So, like I said, we got a day-night doubleheader planned for you guys on Saturday, March 18th. We're super stoked about it. And, you know, we've announced almost the entire card over the last week and a half. And one big name that you guys have all been asking about is where the hell is Joe Giannetti? You keep saying that he is going to be fighting, but you haven't announced against who. And we've searched high and low and really try to work overtime. There was no stone unturned. Like, you know, people try to say, oh, Joe, no one will fight him. And, you know, that it kind of was true this fight card. We had a lot of big names that said they were interested, and then when it kind of came to sign the dotted line, they took fights somewhere else, or they weren't ready in time. They were dropping down a weight class. The excuses were coming in, but we finally are excited to announce that we do have a fighter that's willing to step up and fight Joey Giannetti. And the good thing about this is probably one of the biggest fights we've done. This is an ex-UFC guy, and it's a pretty big fight, so I'm pretty excited for it. And on YouTube and Twitch, you guys are about to see a quick video. And I'm excited to announce Joe Giannetti will be defending his title against Luigi Vendramini. I hope I said his name correct. Luigi Vendramini, from coming all the way from Las Vegas by way of Brazil. He was actually, our YouTube people could see the video. He just fought Paddy Pimblett, almost knocked him out. Had a great fight with Pimblett, which we're seeing highlights on YouTube. Sorry, Instagram, I couldn't throw those highlights on here. He had a super exciting fights in the UFC. And unfortunately, you know, he got cut, but he's trying to work his way back. And when the opportunity came to fight Joe Giannetti, it was a astounding yes, like, let's go. I need fights, and that's it. So we're super stoked about this fight. The title will be on the line. And, yeah, man, there you have it. The main event for Cage Titans, 58 day-night doubleheader. It's going to be the nighttime. Joe Giannetti is in the main event. And this is already a stacked card that has the party, Joe Penafiel defending his title against John Duma. We talked about Peter Barrett versus Mo El-Kanani. So there's a ton of great fights on these day-night doubleheader cards. But it was very important for us to get a big name in here for Joe Giannetti to headline such a, juggernaut of an event. So, such a big undertaking of two shows in one day. We thought it was important to get a huge main event. So there you have it. Joe Giannetti taking on Luigi Vendramini in the main event Saturday, March 18th, Cage Titans 58 day-night doubleheader. Now, for those who don't know about Luigi, go watch any of his fights. Go YouTube it. Go check out his last fight against Paddy Pimblett. Huge, heavy hands, comes in swinging for the fences, looking to knock you out. But don't sleep on his ground game. He's a black belt out of Brazil. He has a tremendous ground game as well. So this guy is super well-rounded. He's looking to steal the show and take all the Joe Giannetti hype here in New England and prove that he belongs back in the UFC. And then it's no secret with Giannetti. He's trying to make his way back to the UFC after making it to the finals of Tough. So big fight, big, stakes at hand. And yeah, man, we're pretty stoked about this. In addition, before I leave, this is just going to be a quick hitter. In addition, before we leave, I did make another amateur title fight before I came online, probably about 2 hours old. Brody McDougal is finally getting that long-awaited title shot, and he's taking on Daniel Keepers out of G&G out in Western Mass, Springfield area. Brody burst onto the scene, knockout of the year candidate in his Muay Thai fight, a knockout of the year candidate in his MMA fight. Kid throws leather, coming to us from Nostos. He called out Jack Congdon. Jack Congdon went pro. He called out Shane Delahaye. Shane Delahaye went pro. He called out John Verroot, another top guy in New England, and Verroot went pro. He just kept standing there being like, listen, everybody I call out, I just want a shot at the title, and he's finally going to get that. So Brody McDougal finally getting that shot at the Cage Titans welterweight title on March 18th. That's probably be one of the featured fights on the daytime card. I don't have a lot else for you. I just really wanted to kind of break that news. And listen, if you're thinking about, yes, I am a wish.com, Dana White, And Dana White did the whole breaking news today. We totally stole this out of his playbook, but who cares? Imitation is the best form of flattery, and the UFC is the best promotion out there doing this. And if we're going to follow in somebody's footsteps, why not be them? So, yeah, we definitely just ripped this off and doing the breaking news thing, but whatever, man. It's all good. So there you have it today, the big news of the day. Joe Giannetti finally has his main event title fight locked in for March 18th. He was the last big name for March 18th that we're looking to book. He's taking on ex-UFC star Luigi Vendramini, coming to us from Vegas by way of Brazil. Huge fight. Yeah, so and then the other news is Brody McDougal's finally getting that long-awaited welterweight title fight against Daniel Keepers. That's all I got for you. It's a freezing cold Saturday night here in New England. Hopefully I gave you some hot news. Hopefully you guys are staying warm. The UFC is probably about to start pretty soon, and I'm going to watch it. Hopefully you guys are going to watch it. Anybody, I'll give you 2 minutes. I just had a monster, so I got a little bit of energy. If anybody got any questions, I'll gladly go to it. He didn't call out Varut. He had a chance. Jason Franklin's over on YouTube. He calling me out. He said he didn't call out Varut. He had the chance to fret. Yeah. All right, there you go. He did. Yes, Jason. Listen, man, you can't let me hype it a little bit. Don't let the truth get in the way of a good story. Have you ever heard that phrase before? Sorry, Instagram. You can't see the comments over here on this. Thank you, Jen, for answering some of the questions. Let's see what else. Yeah, everyone is interested to fight Giannetti until it's time to sign. I will have to say Jason Franklin did everything in his power to get a fighter. I will tell you this. We did say no to one guy, and I'm because I love Jason. I gotta throw it out there. Andre Harrison, 24-3 PFL star. He was willing and able to fight Giannetti. That one we just couldn't put together. It was so Jason got his wish. He did throw a name at us that I really couldn't use. So I'll give Jason that because he wants to call me out on my shit on Instagram. Over on Facebook. What else do we got? Do you have start times? Yes. The start times for the events over here on Instagram and on Facebook. The start time for the day-night doubleheader is noon, and then come back at 7 o'clock for the nighttime card. So that's the time. Mike, my calendar is free. Sup with Muay Thai fights. We're putting some Muay Thai fights. I got to say that we're pretty close to as stacked as we can get on this. I always say I definitely want to put everybody who wants to fight on Cage Titans on a card. But shit, man, I put 2 cards together this time, and I still have names coming in. So I'm pretty sure it's pretty tight. I would love to take you all. I cannot do a 3rd card. Though, I guess we could do Friday night. Nah, just kidding. There you go, guys. Amy, so another question from Mainly Exotics on Instagram. Sean Schubert, I see you on Instagram as well. That's my last fight that I need to book. So we have 15 pro fights, and there's one last pro fight that I'm dying to book, and it's Sean Schubert in MMA Glove Muay Thai. So if you're a stand-up fighter, you're an MMA fighter who just loves to stand and wants to get rid of the boring wrestling stuff, come on in. We got Sean Schubert anywhere from 45 to 55, willing to do MMA Glove Muay Thai. Or if you're a Muay Thai fighter who wants to throw their hat in the ring with 4-ounce gloves, we'll take you. So that's the last pro fight I'm probably going to add. And that we're going to call it a day. I think we have 18 fights during the day card, 12 pros at night. The nighttime card is going to be completely pros. And then the daytime will be amateur title fights. And I think we're going to do 2 pros on that card. This Giannetti fight was huge for us because we had to kind of get this one slated and slotted in on the card. And then that's kind of everybody that needs to be matched that has put their name in so far. So I kind of sewed everything up today and put a bow on it. And now for the next week, we'll start juggling the fights. We'll start juggling the fight order, releasing. I think the goal is Monday on Table Titans, top to bottom, release the entire fight card. So that's our goal for Monday. Will Asia has the main event. Will Asia has a fight. He's taking on Nico Mavromidas. There you go. Another fight that we haven't announced yet. That fight card is going to be insane. That fight's going to be insane. 2 superstars in the Muay Thai world for Cage Titans. April card about to be announced. Yeah, no, Nick, don't get ahead of us. I would love to. So, yeah, man, that's it. Thank you guys for spending a little bit of your Saturday night with me. I hope you're excited about this main event. And if you weren't, because you're probably like, who the hell is Luigi? Go look him up. Luigi Vendramini, Vendraminii. Go look him up. He had 4 fights in the UFC. Every one was a banger. Look up his last fight with Paddy Pimblett. Just barn burner, start to finish. So go make yourself familiar, because I want him to feel the Cage Titans love when he gets in there. And I want you guys to know that this is a huge fight. And these are the type of fights that we want to see guys taking at the local level to prove they belong into the UFC. So hats off to Joe Giannetti for stepping up and taking this fight. Hats off to Luigi, because he wants to prove that he belongs back in the UFC. And these are the type of fights that are going to show the cream rises to the top. The Italian Stallion from Brazil. Yes. Luigi's nickname is the Italian Stallion. Hopefully we'll get him on a Table Titans episode soon. We can kind of ask him where that nickname came from. Yes, I did say 30 fights between the Day-Night Doubleheader. That's why we're doing 2 cards. The Italian Stallion. Yes, Luigi Vendramini. That's it, man. I hope you guys have a beautiful Saturday night. Watch the UFC tonight. Tune in to Table Titans this upcoming Monday. We have a few guests we're going to release probably tomorrow. And in addition to that, we're going to announce the full fight card. I'm 99.9% sure that we're announcing the entire fight card. We've pretty much announced all 15 pro fights. So now we just have to kind of give you guys the amateur fights. So we're going to do that. Fights. We love fights. Yes. That's it, man. I really got to go. And I hope you had some fun over on YouTube and Facebook. I'm going to show you guys the video real quick one more time as we tune out. And over on Instagram, I hope you guys had fun, and we'll talk to you guys soon. There you go. Joe Giannetti, Luigi Vendramini. Thank you guys over on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter for tuning in tonight. I hope you guys are excited about this fight as much as I am. Checking out these clips from these fights. Look at that, boom, head kick. See you later. This kid's a killer. And as we know, everybody in Cage Titans World knows what Joe's about. March 18th, Day-Night Doubleheader. I know where I'll be. I hope you're there too. See you at the fights.